Good evening, I am Sabika Sayyad and welcome to our new show, The Print Headlines. First, Indian Air Force Tejas fighter jet crashes during an aerial display at the Dubai Air Show. Thick smoke was seen rising from the crash site. Pilot of the Tejas aircraft killed in the crash. Indian Air Force orders court of inquiry to ascertain the cause of the accident. Now, Union government announces implementation of 4 labor codes with immediate effect. This comes over 5 years after they were cleared by the parliament. The 4 labor codes are the Code on Wages 2019, the Industrial Relations Code 2020, the Code on Social Security 2020, and the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2020. Now moving on to politics, amid power tussle in Karnataka, Deputy CM DK Shiv Kumar says that Siddaramaiah will continue as the Chief Minister for the full 5-year term. Now Jan Swaraj founder Prashant Kishore says the new Nitish Kumar cabinet in Bihar is full of corrupts and criminals, adds that it is a slap on the face of the state. Clashes have erupted in Imphal east of Manipur as protesters clash with security forces. Protesters are against the ongoing Sangai festival being held in the state. Shifting our focus to Telangana, Governor Jishnu Dev Verma gives approval to the Anti-Corruption Bureau to prosecute former Minister K.T. Rama Rao in the Formula E car race case. Now, Prime Minister Modi lands in Johannesburg, South Africa to attend the 20th G20 Leaders Summit. Leaders have gathered for the summit without Trump, with the US boycotting G20 this year. ED raids over 40 locations across Jharkhand and West Bengal in connection with the illegal coal mining case. Huge amount of cash and jewelry has been recovered. Bitter war of words erupt over SIR of electoral rolls in Bengal. TNC slams Home Minister Amit Shah over his remarks, calls him incapable and claims that Modi government has failed on national security. Now for the big headlines from across the world, New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani will meet US President Donald Trump at the White House. Both leaders have been trading barbs at each other for several months now. Now, Venezuela's Attorney General says the country's opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, will be considered a fugitive if she goes to Norway for collecting the Nobel Peace Prize. 41 killed due to heavy rain, landslides and floods in Vietnam, over 50,000 homes submerged and thousands of residents evacuated. In a move to address rising power costs, Japan approves the resumption of world's largest nuclear power plant. The Kashiwazaki Kariwa plant was shut following Fukushima disaster. Now, Japan PM Sanae Takaichi refuses to retract her Taiwan remarks, says there is no change in her country's stand in how it would respond to a regional crisis. She adds that she wants constructive ties with China. Pakistan says death sentence to ousted Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina is an internal matter of the country and that its people are fully capable of solving their own issues. Now, Ukraine top officials denied that Zelensky has agreed to Trump's peace plan. US has shared a 28-point peace plan which requires Ukraine to give up territory and give up NATO ambition. Shifting focus to the world of sports, Ashes begin with a remarkable day as 19 wickets fall. Australia trails England by 49 runs at 123 for 9. Team India captain Shubman Gill ruled out of the second test against South Africa, scheduled to start tomorrow in Guwahati after a neck injury. Rishabh Pant will lead the Indian team for the second test. And lastly, we leave you with visuals of Smriti Mandhana dancing along with her World Cup winning teammates from Indian women's cricket team at the Haldi ceremony as her wedding celebrations begin. Take a look and have a good weekend.